Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you the gameplay I had of Time Troopers by Mindclash Games at the UK Games Expo 2024. Now you may not have heard of this game, it's coming out soon, but it is awesome. It's got a very similar playstyle to Marvel Champions. If you will know my channel, you'll know I love Marvel Champions, so got loads of Marvel Champions characters here ready to play that I haven't had time to play because of the birth of my baby 8 months ago. So I was really excited to try this one. It's basically about setting up a group of warriors and traveling through time. I think you travel through time and then you set up your party and you try and do the different missions in different areas. Now this scenario that I'm playing today on the video is set in Egyptian times, but looking at the whole board at the expo and talking to the designer and the main publisher at the expo, I was told that they'll be different depending on the different eras, and the cards have also got different art on them. There's one which looks particularly cool to me because I used to live in Japan, set in Japan, where you go back and fight some samurai and famous samurai from history and stuff, and depending on how you do against him, he changes his patterns of play and stuff. I think in this video also I got very lucky with how my game ran. I most probably ran through it the quickest out of anyone at the expo, because you'll see at the end one of the cards when it flips over says something like, if this was not the last card to be flipped out of the 5 you have to flip over, then you have to flip them all back again and try and do it all again. But it was the last card that flipped over, so I think just by pure luck I most probably had one of the fastest times at the expo. Not saying it's about skill or how I played the game, just literally pure luck on the one I decided to flip last was the one that had to be flipped last. So this hopefully video will give you a good idea of how it plays. You get time to help you do things with the time. You can rewind time, you can re-roll the dice by spending the time. You can use your time to get a time traveling character into the setup with you, so you've got more characters to use. Some of them are good for defense, some are good for attack, some of them are good for sneaking and things like that. It's really cool. I don't know how to say whether it's most probably my favorite or one of my 2 favorite games I played at the expo. I played quite a few really good games at the expo, not including the Harmonies because I bought that separately myself, but I would say this and the games I played at Mindclash Games, Ironwood was really cool as well, but completely different. So Ironwood is a boss, like a 2-player battler, not a boss battler, so you play 2 players against each other. Really cool interaction and kind of how to trip the other player up and win. And this game, Time Troopers, is awesome. So check out the video, let me know any questions if you got any, and if I don't know the answer I'll try and find out for you. Thanks for watching, please subscribe if you like this video. See ya.
That's alright. So I'll let you shuffle them, so it's not my fault if you lose.
Right. So is this me in the future?
Yes. So the crux of the game, sorry I keep forgetting who there again.
Yeah.
So the crux of the game is you're a time trooper, or you are controlling a band of time troopers.
Right.
In the future time travel is possible, but the fuel for that time travel is dark matter,
Right.
which exists in artifacts that we don't know yet because we've not discovered it.
Okay.
But like yeah, can you just wait till Mark gets back? Is that alright? Sorry. So yeah, we've got so artifacts in the future, in the past, are rich in dark energy, and that dark energy is what fuels the gate. And it's what led to these civilizations actually becoming so powerful, even though they didn't know it. It gives you a sense of power. So all the great civilizations of history have risen because of this dark matter. We're going back to steal those artifacts so that we can stop global warming and famine and everything that's bad in that protect the future.
Right.
However, the bad guys are the scorpions. So these guys will appear in some format.
I'll show a couple of these on here.
So the scorpions are time travellers from conglomerates who are quite happy about how the future's turned out because they're rich and powerful, so they don't really care about changing the timeline.
Yeah.
So they will jump into scenarios as well. Right. So that's the kind of theme of the game. You're trying to steal these artifacts from what we call locals. Yeah. So there's a local zone. However, the locals don't know why you're there. You can't really communicate with them or tell them because it might change the timeline.
Yeah, right.
You can't kill anyone from the past because of the grandfather paradox.
Right.
So you could accidentally kill your own relative and then you would cease to exist.
Yeah.
So the only thing we can do is when you defeat an enemy, they become stunned and go in the discard pile, and then they could circle back into the deck, which is like them waking up from being stunned.
Yeah, right.
That's the theme. So this is your time token dial, your infinity dial. You have 3 on there at the moment. That's your currency in the game. So in a while, in a minute, you're going to draw a hand, and you would draw cards like this. They are time tokens. So when you have one of these in your hand, you discard it, and that goes up by 1.
Right.
That's your currency. If you think of time as a currency, so if you wanted to bring a trooper into play, let's say Major, she would cost 3 time tokens. So you'd move the dial down 3.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you did that, that means you're out of time tokens at the moment. Another reason why time is so important is at the end of the round, 3 cards are going to come out. When these 3 cards comes out, you roll a timeline dice at the event phase, and that determines which timeline you follow. Now something could be really bad in here, but because you're a time trooper, you're not scared. If something bad happens, you just rewind time, which costs you 1 time token, and you re-roll the dice.
Right.
So whenever anything bad happens, you can go, oh, I'll just re-roll. But if you keep doing that, it means you're limited to how many time troopers you can then put in play, and you become overpowered. So this game is the tutorial level. You already start with bull in play, and you're jumping into a scenario where there's an Egyptian guard, and you're trying to locate the temple. So to locate the temple, you would stealth. So you have stealth, attack, defense, and health. Have you played Marvel Champions?
I love Marvel Champions, my favourite game.
Okay, so very similar to that, in which case you can do 1 action. So if your action is attack, then obviously he would attack 3, he would defend 2, plus 2, so you would put 3 damage. And he's got 4 health.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So when he would get 4, and then that would be your turn done, so we would exhaust the card. Then it would be the guard's turn to attack you, because they don't know why you're there, so you'd have the same scenario. Then it would be the end of the round where one of these cards comes out. Instead of attacking the guard, if you wanted to stealth, Bull's not very stealthy, so he's a stealth 0, but you could still stealth, plus 1, so you would get 1 stealth. That can go on any one of these cards, because you're trying to, under one of these cards is the temple. When you have 3 tokens on this, we reveal the card.
Okay, right.
So let's say we put that on there. Whenever there's 3 tokens on there, we would turn it over, and there'd be some flavour text on there. So what happens at the start is basically just 1 against 1, but you will slowly get more troopers out, and they will slowly get more guards out. If there's ever 3 guards out, you lose the game because they've raised the alarm and overpowered you. That's enough talking, let's play.
Alright, great, yeah.
So to start with, you can draw 6 cards and keep 4. You can lay them down if you want, so I can help you a little bit. So draw 6 and keep 4. So some events have on them action immediately, which is good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
I think I'll just get rid of the events and just keep these.
So we'll put them to the bottom.
Out to the bottom, not this guy, okay.
So that would be your starting hand.
Right, okay.
So obviously, now you know a little bit about the game, you would know that you could discard those time tokens.
Yeah, can I do all of them at once just to get 5 more?
Yeah, so the first round is hand actions. So you would add that onto your dial. Pretty straightforward.
8, nice.
And now in any order, you can 1 action or pay to bring this guy out. So normally when you pay to bring a guy out, he goes into the deployed zone.
Right, okay, yeah.
So let's for argument's sake say you want to spend 3 tokens to bring Axe into play.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do anyway, so I'll do that, I'll go down to 5.
Okay, so if you read Axe's flavour text.
When played, you may discard a time token to put Axe straight into combat. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So the other thing is, all the cards have to go left to right. So whenever you bring a new card out, it always goes in order. That's quite important because these 2 are engaged.
Right.
So this guy will always attack this guy, and this guy will always attack this guy. This guy, because he's on a flank, he can attack anyone, but obviously there's only 1 card out. If another guard comes out, then they would be engaged, and they would be engaged.
But he's got 4 attacks, so he could attack him better than he can.
Exactly. So normally you would get a trooper out, and then your action would be move him into the combat zone. You can only attack in the combat zone. So, but because you've paid extra, he's still not had his action. So now in the action phase, each trooper has 1 action. So you can attack, stealth, or carry out any special abilities.
They're both not got any special abilities now that can be used too, so I'll pay for him to attack for 4, And then do I have to spend anything to do, or just get to free action?
So he's attacking for 4 and he's defending for 2. And then you roll the multiplier. 0. So he would get 2 damage.
And he's got 2 health left.
Yeah. And then axe is done. So now it's Bull's turn.
Then he has a turn to heal attack as well.
You can, yeah.
And then hopefully get a +1.
Yes.
Does.
Okay, so this card would be discarded.
Yeah,
they both had their turn.
Wonderful.
Now it would be the locals' turn. But obviously there aren't any locals because, to be honest, that's probably the best draw you can get.
Yeah.
Having 2 infantry soldiers out straight away.
Yeah.
Especially in the combat mission.
It's got nice, yeah.
So he goes into discard. He'll wake up when this pack's depleted.
Okay.
So there are no locals to have their turn. If this guy had not been defeated, then he would attack Bull in the same way.
Yeah.
Because this is a tutorial mission, it's pretty hard to fail.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So now we would turn these cards over.
Oh yeah.
All events. So I'm going to cheat and make it a little bit harder.
Oh, okay.
Since you're doing well.
Wonderful.
So you have a scorpion, which we talked about earlier. So if you roll a 3, a scorpion will come out into play, and you'll be engaged with a scorpion. If you roll a 1 or a 2, then these 2 events will happen.
Okay.
So if I let you roll a timeline die, 1. So 1 is market day. So that would say discard 2 cards or 2 time tokens, or 1 of each to avoid a scene. If you cannot, 1 trooper must skip their next turn. So basically, if you didn't like that action, you could spend 1 time token and re-roll the timeline dice, like rewinding time.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's not too
not too
bad.
Yeah.
So you haven't got any cards in your hand, so you can't discard.
Discarding cards. I don't want to discard any time either. Seems too important to get rid of.
Yeah, so your other option must be that 1 of your troopers next turn would skip a go.
He can skip a go next turn, he can be ready maybe for next turn.
So what happens then is these 3 get discarded.
Yeah.
And from now on you will always see the future, so you will see what's coming out in the future.
Oh, okay.
Because you're a time trooper.
Yeah.
So you have a side quest, another guard coming out, and a sandstorm, which is quite bad as well.
Yeah.
So Bull doesn't get a turn, but Axis, now you draw 4 cards.
Okay.
So from now on it's always draw 4, hand, action, action, event. Very straightforward.
Okay. So pay 2 then to get 6 time again.
I don't know if Mark's rigged this deck. This is quite a good start.
Started quite well, yeah. I will pay 3 to get her into there.
Okay. So when you have a card left over, you can choose to keep it in your hand, but you always draw up to 4. So that would mean next time you can only draw 3 cards, or you can choose to discard.
If I don't remove any card from any discard.
If it says action immediately, then you have to do it.
Yeah, action immediately or discard. I haven't got 5 times to do it, so.
Okay, so you would just discard that.
Yeah, that's gone.
Okay, so now you've got 1 action which you can use for major, and 1 action you can use for axe.
So I can put her in there. So
2 years.
So he can go. She can go there like that.
Yeah, and then that's her turn done.
He can't really do anything because there's no one to attack.
You could stealth.
Oh, I could stealth. Yeah,
but obviously you would need to roll a +1.
Yeah, I'll try.
So this is where having a balanced deck is important because.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get anything.
She's got stealth. That's why I wanted to get her out.
Yeah, but she'll come around next time.
Yeah.
So now there's no locals. So now you're rolling the timeline die.
Sweet. One again.
So that's a good one. So that's a side quest. Nice. So instead of placing tokens on here, you can place tokens on here.
Oh,
now this is all obviously a demo, so you probably don't want to waste any time on that. But if you did that in real life, you would, same as Gloomhaven and other games, you would get like an unlock, like a bonus card.
Oh yeah.
So we have cards here which are not in your deck, where if you did a side quest, you get like extra things to add to your deck.
Oh nice, yeah.
So like Nala is quite cool because it's a cannon fodder, so if you're fighting someone really good, it's like a machine that just takes all the hits instead of you.
Nice.
Or there's that's quite useful to get 4 times.
Nice.
So these are upgrade cards if you complete side quests.
Oh cool, okay.
So we'll leave that there for now. So now we'll stand everyone up and draw 4 cards.
Easy, yeah.
And I get rid of these.
Nice.
So we've got another guard, another guard. Quite 9.
So I have to do the event kind of immediately.
So does action immediately you have to do it, yeah?
Then I'll disrupt the gate, then 1 damage for 2 great place. So do I have to give someone damage here now?
Ripples in space time now. Yeah, so you have to assign 1 damage token to any trooper.
I'll give it to Bull. Is it red or?
Yeah, it's just the orange ones.
Orange.
So then you discard that, but you know that's going to come back around, so.
I haven't got any more thingy, but I might play her in because she's got 4 stealth.
Yeah.
Or 5 stealth even.
5 stealth, yeah.
Oh god, wrong way. That takes me down to 1.
Yeah.
In case I need it, I'll keep all of it.
Okay, and then you got 2 cards after. You keeping them or discarding them?
No. This one they both seem quite good. One's a thief and one's to heal the leader. I've got a leader out.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think you'll need the med pack because there's not enough guards out to deal your damage.
Okay, I'll discard that then
and then keep on
yeah.
So Shadow's quite cool because her stealth's really good, but you can only use this card once. So it says after a successful stealth, she jumps back to headquarters because she's so overpowered. So it's like you pay 2, but then she'll give you a lot of stealth, but then she's out for the rest of the mission.
Right, okay, yeah.
So now you've got all these guys and you're not really fighting anyone, so you may as well just go stealth heavy.
Yeah, I'll go stealth.
Yep.
Might as well go with her first because she's got 2 already.
So
nothing.
That's 2 tokens. Where do we want to put those?
This one.
Yep.
I'll do axe next.
So that's a failed.
Fail. Oh well.
So even if you had a 2, that would have been a fail. Plus
one.
Put it on this one and reveal the card.
Reveal the card, you might as well.
Okay. Market. So you've located the market. Gain 1 time token.
Sweet.
So one of Major's, because she's a leader, one of her cool aspects is you can exhaust this card to stand the card up.
Yeah.
So if you were in combat, for example, you could use her to let Bull have 2 attacks.
Yeah, right.
So some of the characters are good for engine building as well.
Nice.
Okay, so we've got no locals still.
This can be moved up, can't it?
She can be moved up.
He's had his go, right?
Yep.
They're all dead, no markers.
No locals.
Don't roll this for the time thing.
Yeah. 2, so that's a guard coming into play.
I think I'll be alright.
Yeah, should be. So that's a guard comes out, we discard these.
Yeah.
We've only got 1 card left, so we'll shuffle this deck.
Yeah. I take 4, up to 4.
Yep.
While you're shuffling, I'll just take the 1 time for that.
I trust you. It's your demo.
Yeah.
So we'll stand all these up.
These both seem quite good, the doc and the medic.
Yeah, there's no bad cards, it's just the balance of what you have in your hand at the time. So you could sacrifice some of them knowing that they're going to come back around later on in the game.
I'll put that in play for 3.
Yep.
Give me no time left, but...
Oh, it's a risk.
I'm willing to take
So one of
that.
Kelly's things is you can exhaust her to increase the next trooper attack or stealth by 1.
Does she have to be here though, up here?
No.
Can she do it from here?
Yes, because she's a support character or comms.
Okay, great.
It would, otherwise it would say in the same time, in the same zone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack with Bull onto there to see how he does, and then if I need...
so that would be 3 against 2, so that would be 1 damage.
I'm going to increase his attack by 1 by the Bull's gone, isn't it?
Yeah. So now he would be attacking for 5. Oh, that's definitely done him.
Yeah.
You've done well to get the infantries out quick, because that's getting rid of the...
Yeah, so he's gone.
Yeah, but you've still got to find the...
Yeah, I'm going to stealth with the Shadow.
Okay, so she only gets 1 shot and then she's done. Okay, so that would be 5 time tokens, and then now Shadow's out.
Do I get to spread them, or just all on 1?
All on 1, so you would basically turn 1 card over.
That one.
Dead end, lose 1 time token or discard 1 card. Okay, but at least you're getting close to finding out where the temple is. So now you've got Major.
And I'm going to stealth with her as well, so the 2 plus nothing.
So 2, so where do we want to put 2?
On this one.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
So we're back to drawing up to 4 and standing everyone up.
Yeah, sweet.
So as you can see, it's very intuitive to play.
Yeah, it's really
We've made it easy, so you'll do it, but obviously you've got a good engine here, so any guards... Oh, we've got to roll the time on
that.
2, so another guard's coming out.
Yeah.
Which is probably the lesser of 2 evils, because you don't want the Scorpion coming out.
No, I can deal with that, it's not too bad.
You've got a good engine here. And as you can see, because you can see into the future now, you know that there's not going to be any more guards coming out.
Yeah, that's handy. I get the 3 for
nice
time.
This is the easiest demo ever, you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. It's quite simple to follow the rules, really. It's not super complicated, is it?
No. So whilst you're doing this, we've got every level will have a music score. We've got a music composer who's doing 45-minute scores for us. So that'll be on a playlist which you can have on the background while you're playing as well. So obviously it will be like Egyptians tomb music for this level. On the Vikings, obviously it'll be more horns and things like that. So it'll be all tailored towards whatever level you're playing.
Yeah, I like the way you can go through different periods of time and stuff. And kind of go anywhere you want, really, couldn't you?
Yeah, and the mission book, so this is the intro mission, but after this, it's a choose your own adventure book. So you can shoot off in different directions. So for instance, the next mission you might decide you want to do a combat one or you want to do a stealth one. It's about unlocks as well, so the more unlocks you can do, you can circle back and do missions easier when you've got more weapons.
That sounds really good, yeah. I like the idea. This event says you can say keep this card in your hand until you discard 3 times, or you're required to discard the card, but it says action immediately as well.
Yeah, so that's like a card plugger. So you've got to keep that in your hand, so from now on you're only going to be able to draw 3 cards. That stays in your hand basically. One of the actions, well, this one said discard a card, so when it says that you can discard it. But until then it stays in your hand as like a plugging up your resources.
Yeah, cool. Alright, I'll put this guy into play here for 3. When he's played, gain a time token for each local in the combat zone, so that's him, 1. So I actually have 1 time at least to spend if I need it. And then I feel like he did quite well attacking last time.
Yeah, he's quite strong.
So I might add 1 attack to him.
Yeah, that should, as long as you don't roll an X.
That gives 5.
5 against 2, so that's 3 damage, yeah.
Oh, that's not enough to kill him.
Yeah, but you've got bull, don't forget.
Yeah. I'll do bull attack with no extra, so he'll do
that's
3.
Enough.
That's dead.
So that's him back, gone back. Again, this is a tutorial, so it gets harder depending on, as you can see, when you fight the T-Rex, their attack and their defences, it gets a lot harder. This is very basic to learn the mechanics of the game.
Nice, yeah. +1 for the stealth, so she'll do 3. So I might as well go for another card, because then if I get a bad roll I can go for that one.
Yep. Guard headquarters. Turn over your local deck until you reveal a guard. Shuffle the deck. So I've got a guard straight away. So there's guard out.
Okay.
So that's major done.
When I play them down here, I can put them up there. He'll be exhausted.
Yeah. But now you've got a good round for next. So now it's the guard's turn. So the guard will attack bull. Nothing. So 2 attack against 3 defense. So no damage. 2 against 3.
Wonderful. I can deal with that.
So now we're on the event phase. So these are all events. 1, robbers. So you've got...
When the robbers arrive, dealing with them slows you down. Discard the time token. What happens if you can't discard a time token?
You can't do anything, it's just...
Okay, I've done...
But in that case, the reason that card's there is because even if you've spent 1 time token to re-roll, you're still spending 1 time, so you may as well take that action.
So I discarded 1 time towards this then?
Sorry?
It says, keep in your hand until you discard 3 time tokens.
So you have to discard 3, you can't discard 2.
Oh, and then 1, and then you've got to do 3 in one go.
All 3 in one go, so it's quite hard to get rid of.
Right.
Okay.
So I have to take 3 cards.
And standing one up.
You may withdraw a trooper from the combat zone and draw 2 cards. I think I'll just stick with it.
Yep.
I get 2 time. And this guy costs 2, so I might as well just play him in.
Yeah, so Pally's quite cool. He's also, Mark's surname is Pallet, so we all call him Pally, so he's named after Mark. So he's quite good, so you can exhaust him to reduce the cost of other cards by 1.
Right. But she should have stood up as well.
Yep.
So I'm going to add 1 attack to him and try and attack that again.
Oh, that's
kills that off. So he's
good at this, aren't you?
Getting lucky, I think.
I don't think you've rolled any X's yet, have you?
No. Don't know how.
So now you may as well just go stealth.
Just stealth, yeah. Stealth for this guy for 4+.
Yeah, so that's 1 card. Which card do you want?
That one at the end.
Fishing port. Immediately turn over and action the top card of the local deck. So it's Nile be back. If the top card in the local discard pile is a character card, add it into play. So the guard's back.
But I can still stealth, right, even though he's back?
Yeah, you can still stealth even though he's there. But obviously he's going to attack you.
And if I find the thing, then do I...
Then that's it, you've completed this mission, yeah.
Oh, well, I only need to do one stealth. As long as I don't roll an X with him, with her, then it's done, isn't it?
Back.
Oh, you're back?
Sorry. Sorry, the way.
Okay. Yeah, so
I rolled a blank, so
she's
2,
now.
so she's done that.
So you've done it.
Found the last card. Of course, it's the last one.
Simple. Well, I'll let you read that.
Cheers, simple. The location must be flipped last. The location is not flipped, the ball location is down now. Oh, fair enough. That's we last anyway.
So what was an easy game? We've played with people, and then they've had 2 to turn over, and then they've turned that over, and then gone, oh shit. And then these all get flipped, and then they have to start again.
Oh no.
But in which case,
super lucky.
Yeah, but some people get like 2 guards out and go, oh well, I'll just stealth because that's the end of the game. And then, so you were really lucky, you got 2 good cards out early doors, and then you uncover that last.
And I rolled well as well.
And you rolled well.
Which
So
is
I
nice.
think you get the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
It's very basic this level, it's an intro level,
Yeah,
but it gets a lot more complicated with the different cards and the mechanics that go more. But it's deliberately set up so you can play it, set it up in 5 minutes, play in 40, and then pack it away in 5 minutes. And then with your mission book, you know exactly where you are because it's in a ring binder.
Brilliant.
It'll be 60 quid with 800 cards and everything else. That's kind of it.
That's very good, thank you. So these are some of the different time zones and bosses that we can get with Time Troopers. Obviously for me, the Samurai era is most probably the one I'm most interested in seeing. But there's also really cool Vikings, Genghis Khan, Gladiators, T-Rex, and they all have their own different flavour and different dice. So really cool to add into the game. Adds a really exciting dimension.